Check it out, baby dolls. What is going on with the Ethereum ETF? It has had its first day to pump. We had $1 billion of trading volume. Yay, volume. What does volume mean? Where's the net buy? Well, we found the culprit. The culprit is exactly with what the same as what happened with Bitcoin spot ETF. It is Grayscale, friends. Now, what does Grayscale rhyme with? You tell me. Grayscale have dumped $484 million of Ethereum. So if you're looking at Ethereum's price, you're probably wondering what the hell it's been doing. You know, it's sitting at, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, around there. We're hoping it eventually pops and expands up higher. But, as with all altcoins, we actually need Mr. Russell. Mr. Russell is the arbiter, of course. Without Mr. Russell moving, nobody gets any friendship. This is Mr. Russell, the Russell 2000, which is the small cap index. It has done its friendship pop-up of 10%, but we needed to break the all-time high, which is another further roughly 10% again. Once it expands and breaks the all-time high, everything does well, okay? I also want to throw this out quickly, friends. I'm hearing a lot of, watching some influencers and stuff out here on crypto world, and I'll play some nice pump music for them. They need some pump music. But they're talking about like ETH beta. What does that mean? It's basically they want leverage on ETH, but they want slingshot leverage. They want the altcoin leverage, and they're saying it doesn't work. You always get dusted. And I'm looking at the coins they're buying, absolutely horrendous, bro. No one cares about your governance token or your layer 2 chain coin. They're garbage. Of course, you're not going to get beta on Ethereum. And then I realized, they actually got the mid-curve mindset. They think Ethereum's copycat, like extra token trash around it, is going to give them more at Ethereum. No. You don't make more Ethereum if you buy it. You only make more Ethereum if you are one of the VC insider scum who actually mint and make those projects. They're the ones who are getting the Ethereum. You can't go buy these things. You're getting dumped on. It's high FDV trash. If you want slingshot leverage on Ethereum, man, watch my channel, like, subscribe, belly button, or highest value content in crypto. If you want slingshot leverage on Ethereum, firstly, chart everything in ETH is what we do already. But also, you got to tap into the mindset of what the hell is going on in crypto. We need risk on sentiment. When risk on sentiment comes, people go and buy altcoins. They accelerate above ETH. So if ETH hopefully does a 4x to get to $14,000, which I'll show you right now, that's what we're praying for. We're hoping in this whole cycle that Ethereum does a 4x and gets all the way above, all the way up here. We're hoping it does that. That's a 4x, which is a 300% gain. If it does a 4, we're hoping all the other altcoins do, or the average will be 8. The average will be 8. So we're hoping that we're holding ones that do 12, 16, 24, 32, whatever the hell the multipliers are. You're hoping you get something like that. And then you have to also have that perspective that people aren't buying your coin because they want to accelerate on ETH. They're not buying it for that specific reason. They're buying it just to make money. They don't care. It just so happens they're buying thinner liquidity stuff and they're feeling more risk appetite sensitive, which is what they want. They want to take on more risk. You get the benefit of that. So you can't go around looking for Ethereum beta, they call it, which is like this little nerd term, Ethereum slingshot leverage. You can't go around looking around the Ethereum city. Oh, who is going to do this? No. It doesn't work like that. The insiders are dumping on you. Now, friends, speaking of dumping, we have political dumping stuff coming up. This is a tweet from Donald Trump. The Biden-Harris administration did not properly protect me. I was forced to take a bullet for democracy. It was my great honor to do so. So this is the type of stuff we will be seeing even more. Man, the heat is really getting turned up in political. I mean, they tried to put a bullet through his head. They did put a bullet at his head. And Donald Trump is set to speak at the Bitcoin Convention Center. I don't know the exact time he's speaking, but it's in the next 2 to 3 days. We're hoping for the words. We just want to see the words Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. And you're like, all right, everything's still on. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything goes up. Because remember, friends, it's not just about the news, man. It's not the news. It comes down to, remember, not just the news, friends, comes down to that 4-year global liquidity index, right? Now, it doesn't have to be 4 years. Could be any time period. But hey, man, they're printing money. It comes back to the money printer. All paths lead back to the money printer. I just showed you the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 going up. That is the, like, basically the last leg. It's a small caps of US of A, Americana, we call you. The Americanas, once they want more risk. Like, man, Tesla, you're not enough. Johnson & Johnson, baby bum powder, you're not enough, right? I've got enough baby bum powder rash stuff, okay? I've got enough creams and stuff like that. I want something with more risk. You move down to the medium caps, and then you move down to the small caps. That's the Russell, the small caps. It's the US shit coins. Once we finally expand new highs in that, everyone's like, oh, I want the discounts. I want the discounts. Where are the discounts? That's the crypto bucket. Friends, we're going to have to play some let's play some bizarre music for you. Why bizarre music? Oh, man, actually, let's read this tweet together because I want you to be caught by surprise. My friend is a dominatrix. So that's a sexual dominatrix fetish. And apparently, one of her regular customers is paying her to tell him to buy Ethereum instead of cracking him with a whip. Y'all need to chill. Ethereum is not that painful of a hold. It's literally up over 200% from the bottom. Man, this is just, look, you want to see the convo between them? She actually showed the convo. Look at this. Look at this. So one of my clients has been talking about it for years and I never got any. So whoever you are out there, bro, honestly, God bless you. Thank you. You're seeing this sexual dominatrix girl. She basically kicks you in the nuts. You do that. All right. Maybe it's that martini gimp. It could be him, friends. That's what a gimp suit is, by the way. They wear the gimp suit. They go get whipped around. Maybe it's that martini gimp. By the way, bro, if it's that martini gimp, bro, you've been talking to this sexual dominatrix girl for like years and she still hasn't bought ETH. Where is your hustle? Brother, where is the grind? You tell her, that's it. No more sessions. You get a MetaMask wallet. I'm going to send you a bit. You're going to put some in what I'm paying you for. Tip her for it. Tip her for it. I know, friends, we've tried this in many, many parts of crypto. Richard Hart tried it a lot. Giving money to people doesn't work. Even crypto. A lot of the Hexicans have tried it with the 5555 stakes and stuff. Giving money doesn't work. They don't appreciate it because they didn't sacrifice for it. You have to use that word, by the way. The only way to get people to care is to care with time and or money. Now, if they have a lot of money, throwing a lot of money doesn't mean much. But if you get them to sacrifice with time, they value it a lot. Kind of explains the price action of Paulson and how Richard kind of like wants to take his time with everything, right? That's pretty much what it comes down to, okay? Time, that's how you invest. You invest with your limited resources, right? Time's limited resource and money's limited resource. Yes, so, I mean, shout out to this, but look, at least you're trying, man. Come on, come on. Look, she goes, is Ether the same thing? So, the girl, right? Ethereum is a blockchain and Ether is the coin. Yeah, just call it ETH, man. She goes, is it dumb to buy it now? I didn't even realize it was a thing. I thought it was a joke. You should definitely get some. Well, instead of hitting him with a whip or whatever, he would come into the dungeon and want me to tell him to buy Ethereum. So, look, man, God bless you. There's simpler ways to get you off. Just telling you. All right, like you walk into a dungeon, this dimly lit room. There's probably a lava lamp in the corner, red velvet blankets, probably soft carpet, the blue and the purple pattern. All right, don't open that drawer. You don't know what other hands have touched that drawer. Do they even wash the place? You don't know. And the only way this guy can get off is to ask this girl right before she kicks him in the nuts, tell him to buy some ETH. So, bless your heart. Bless your heart. I mean, like, look, friends, this is the type of commitment you need if you want to make it in crypto. It's the only way for them to buy it. I mean, you could be watching my channel, bro. You could be watching my channel. Now, baby dolls, I want to throw this story to you. It's a Coinfessions Rekt story. You know how much we love Coinfessions Rekt story. And there are some lessons in here. Let's go. Let's go. I invested into Safemoon within 2 days of launch. I held my $10,000 all the way to $25 million. I was a top 5 holder. I round-tripped it all the way back to $1 million before selling and revenge trading until I lost it all. I was 18 and I was fixated on the chart, praying it recovered. It never did, and they never do. 3 years later, it still haunts me every single day. By the way, you want to see the chart? You want to see the chart? That's it. That's it, friends. Basically, it goes to zero by this point. End up having to do a new contract completely. So this is it. Now, at the top here, friends, it was worth $17 billion, okay? So this guy, he bought about 0.1% of the token supply. It's just that Safemoon went that much. Can you believe it? Safemoon went to 17 billion, man. That's what Hex pretty much did. Hex went at 18 cents. Hex was around that market cap as well. Then Hex did another triple. Okay, now, so many lessons to know this, okay? You got to prepare beforehand because a lot of people are going to round trip stuff. I know a lot of people are going to round trip, okay? But look, the first thing he did was he went all in to Safemoon. All right. So you can't stop that. People are going to do that. They're not going to be open to even learning lessons. They're just going to throw stuff in. You can't control that stuff. Of course, you never know. You know, friends, don't go all in and stuff. This was the unicorn that worked, all right? Now, next thing, right? He's round tripping. This is important. So he saw $25 million at the top. And then, obviously, he held and held and held. It came back to $1 million. Now, honestly, friends, he's a first timer. At that point, he didn't actually do anything wrong, what I would consider wrong. He did not do anything wrong. Because you might say, oh, I should have taken profits along the way. Yeah, just, you know, when people tell me that, I know they are a ticking time bomb, or they'll never retire early, or a bit of both, okay? You're not going to make it. If you actually think, oh, I should have taken profit. If that's your first response, no. Because a take profit mindset would not have put in 10 grand, by the way, to begin with. He wouldn't have had 10 grand at 25 mil. A take profit mindset would have put in 200 bucks, and when it turned into $20,000, he would have gotten out. And that's his one unicorn shot in life. That's a take profit mindset guy. Girl, pup, squirrel. I know these people, all right? They're all around us. That's the first mistake. First mistake was even thinking like that, all right? Where does he go wrong, though? He goes wrong when he says the revenge trading, all right? It went back to $1 million. He actually sold it back down at $1 million. At that point, friends, I want you to know, you know the first part, the round tripping part? That is a guarantee part of your investor crypto experience. That's a guarantee. You will round trip a lot of things because you're going to see some stuff go 40x. You're going to see something go up 8.5x. You're like, oh, well, this should go at least 10. Drops down 99%. You're going to see that. The $1 million part, though, that is the dangerous part because he had $1 million. See, friends, this is the psychology of humans, right? He turned 10 grand into $1 million at that point. He was up 100x. Your brain can't think about the 100x. You're thinking about the 25 mil you should have, that gap. He's like, I shouldn't be up 100x. I should be up 2,500x. That's what he should be. That's a 25 million. All right. So what does he do at this point? At that $1 million mark, the only way, friends, that you actually make it from that point is to have an abundance mindset. Okay? Learn from the past. Abundance mindset. Let's go back. Let's actually discover to show you this. Back in the past, up here. Okay? Crypto is all up here. Now, you don't know what's going down. Otherwise, you'd get out. You don't know. But eventually, right, when did he sell, friends? It came back down to 1 million. Bang. He sells here. So, he's now in the bear market. He's got his 1 million. I want you to think about 2022 bear market. How easy do you think it is to make a 10x from that point? Now, it's not easy per se, but to make a 10x, friends, hey man, Bitcoin is 20K. Bitcoin going from 20K to 140K, that's a 7 already. That's a 7x. That's Bitcoin, man. That's just Bitcoin. So it's not that hard to make just a 10x. But because he's young and inexperienced, he was 18 years old at the time, he did not have that abundance mindset. He didn't have any mindset. People who go through these experiences, you either come out one of two ways. 95% get more in the scarcity mindset. What's scarcity mindset, friends? That is where you're holding on to everything. I gotta take profit. This is my last chance. I have to get in now or get out now. I have to do this. Scarcity, right? It's like, everyone's out to get me. Scarcity. But see, what else? What else is scarcity mindset, by the way? It's influencers, right? Other influencers, people without fluffy microphones. They don't talk about coins unless they own them. That's another one. Scarcity mindset is when they say, I'll only talk about a coin when they accept payment. That's scarcity mindset. That is scarcity. All right. Abundance mindset is what your friend Sommi is doing right before your very eyes for the past 2 years. Literally highest value content in crypto, giving it to you for free in a non-sexual way, giving it to you for free. Family friendly show. Believing in my heart. You throw this good stuff out to the universe, it does a boomerang, it comes back. In some way. It doesn't have to just be money. Could be friendship. Could be someone buys me a cup of tea if I'm out in public. Right? Tea's good. Warms you up in winter. See, this is the winner's mindset, friends. A winner's mindset is that abundance mindset. The winner's mindset of abundance mindset is, I got knocked down. Don't worry, I'll find another one. Don't worry, I'll make it back. Don't worry, I'll bounce back. I will bounce back. There is always another opportunity. There's another door to open. There's another fish in the sea. That type of mentality, yes. Some people are born with it. Not everyone's born with it. If you have like a myopic, skeptical, pessimistic view, I don't blame you, but you will come to see over time people at the very, very, very tops of all the fields, all of them have abundance mindset by far. Now, they don't have abundance mindsets with everything in their life. For example, there are billionaires out there, they don't know how to chat up a girl. All right, there's plenty of examples out there like that. But in their field, they have an abundance mindset. They might be the best, like chewing gum, bucket spitting competition winner guy. You know what I mean? Ching, that guy. Is there a competition for that? I'm sure there is, somewhere in Texas. Shout out to the Texans. You see, these types of people, if you go and think about it, why they're so good in that, like, oh, of course, there's always another way out. Even when there's challenges presented to them, there's always a way to bounce back. There's always a way to adapt. But you need that grit. That's what they call grit. You need that fire inside to know that no matter what happens, I will find a way to make it through. That's why if someone is really not cut out for an industry where they just like give up all the time, they don't have the spirit for it. So if you are ever going to survive in crypto, friends, I'll tell you right now, you will be round tripping stuff, whether you like it or not. It's literally impossible to sell the tops because you're DCing on the way up, you're DCing on the way down. And then as you're DCing on the way down, that top price, that's all you're going to be thinking about. You're only going to be thinking about that. Even, friends, I'm telling you right now, how did your friend Sommi learn about this? I learned about this from Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, world's greatest oracle investor, over 9 years old. The dude's literally worth 100 billion. You're literally number one. He still, in his freaking interviews, talks about those few times where he bought a dud company, but he should have bought more Berkshire shares. And you're thinking, oh, wow, what did he miss out on? A 2x or a 3x? No, he missed out on like 17,000x because he was talking about his mistake from like 1968, 1974, like 50 years ago. And then he knows how much shares he foregone to put in that dud company and didn't end up working. He's like, man, that cost me X amount of compounding for 50 freaking years. I would have those shares. So he's looking at his net worth. What is his net worth? 100 billion. He's like, man, that could have been 250 billion. It's always just another 2x to 3x. Always a 2 to 3x. So you will be round tripping stuff. You will be. And that guy's got a 95% win rate. Do you know what I mean? 99% almost. Okay, world's greatest. So if it's happening to him, happen to everyone. But obviously, it doesn't let him affect his decisions. It's for fun and jokes in interviews. Okay? It's not a Coinfessions Rekt from Warren Buffett. Now, this kid, right, looking at this Safemoon chart, I mean, it's such an amazing thing, man. It hit, I even have the data here, right? Hit $17 billion, yeah. And then by December 2022, dropped 98%. Down to 200 million, and now it's down even less, okay? So, look at this. This is phenomenal, right, man? This is a weekly, this is a daily chart. Bang! Man, Safemoon, 17 billion. So, what do you actually do, friends? I want you to know that that first part is chaotic randomness in terms of putting 10 grand, turning it, and just having a winner. That's unicorn stuff. That's very rare. if you're lucky enough to be a part of it, like, good, I hope you sell the top. I know you won't. You have to find your way out of that. I guess trim profits along the way. The most important concept to keep in your mind is that abundance mindset, because no matter what you do, no matter how much you sell, maybe you sell too aggressive at the start, then it goes up, or maybe you sell too late and then you're like, oh, you feel like you missed out. If you have the abundance mindset, you will conquer no matter what. It's not about the numbers anymore. It's about you just surviving to the next part of the cycle and making it through. So that kid that does this, when he had that $1 million, friends, don't forget how easy it is to make another 2 to 3x even. I talked about 10x, but even just another 2 to 3x, you can always make about it. The money printer keeps going. There's going to be more assassinations. There's going to be more election rigging. There's going to be more money printing. There's going to be more digital dollar, CBDCs. All of that leads back to the money printer. There's going to be more wars, more fake wars, more psyops wars, more proxy wars. All of it comes back to the money printer. The money printer has to fuel the stock market Ponzi. The Ponzi has to go up, fill up Mr. Russell. When Mr. Russell's belly's full, we come into crypto. That's it. Until things change, okay, but right, we'll wait for that moment. Hopefully that moment never comes. But hey, it's been happening for a long, long, long time. You see, abundance mindset. Abundance mindset. If you have $1 million mindset, obviously losing that 1 million, now he's back to zero. Now that's tough, okay, because he's lost it. So if you have that abundance mindset, they're always thinking in your mind, I can always make and do something else. But that's where experience comes in, because how was he to know, by the way, that the abundance mindset means don't trade in that bear market? He was not to know that. That's inexperience. You don't know. Like, you think to make the money back, you got to do more actions. Nah. You got to do more actions with your little peanut brain like me, and then make one decision like, hey, I will allocate into this. I play the whole cycle. That's it. That's it. It's literally the holding time, living day by day. That's actually make it back. That's why, friends, man, I've told you so many of these revelations, and everyone's so thankful to me, because people always tell me their brains were completely flipped upside down, and they had a time shift warping of reality when I used the example to tell them that the biggest reason why people mess up in crypto and in markets and in trading and investing, the biggest reason they mess up is because they think it's all about building your portfolio like a house. Lay one brick at a time. One brick at a time. You're going to make it one brick at a time. Bullocks. Rubbish. No, you don't do this one brick at a time stuff. You know the S&P 500, friends? It's funny. You know the average return is 8% per year, right? It doesn't even go up one brick at a time. You know, it's very, very rare. I don't think the S&P 500 has had it's very, very, very low number of years where it actually only finishes up 8% in the year. It's always like plus 18%, minus 7, plus 18, like that. It's always doing these big swings. Just the average over time is 8% per year. So even the stock market index can't even give you this one brick at a time bullcrap. But I know why people think like that, because it sounds so logical. Because that's the mid curve. The mid curve response to when they see these like complex systems like within markets and chaotic randomness of people. They think, oh well, I'm a smart engineer. I build bridges. Okay, how do you build a bridge, right? One matchstick at a time. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to build my portfolio plus 1% every day. You know, so that's always the trap. Make 1% return every single day. Rekt. Right? What about the doctors? Okay, it's the same thing. Give the patient some nice drugs. Give him some Xanax, right? Maybe sprinkle some stuff into the sugar water. Maybe his pupils are flying out of his head. Okay? Now we fix him up. Every single person who comes out see, most stuff in the world, friends, jobs are not games. Markets are a game. They are more a game. That's why it's no surprise, right? All the Zoomers, they're all game players. All the esports guys, right? I've played heaps of games in my life, sometimes competitive as well. We latch onto crypto straight away. Like, oh, okay, it's a game. There's games of winners and losers. There's a meta of the things that change. People move around. There's chaotic randomness. You're reacting to stuff in real time. It's a sport. Same thing. People who are good in sports also love this. But people who are nice in enjoying the life of cushion stuff, where there is like, here is a problem, here is a solution. That's it. It doesn't change. E equals MC squared times a Batman symbol times a dick with butt logo times a banana. You know that. Einstein's equation. Hasn't changed since he invented it, like however long, 400 years ago. So learning this abundance mindset, you now see, okay, even though it's chaotic randomness, even though you are going to be round tripping things, you still always believe, even if you don't know, you still always believe there's a way to make it back. That's the only way to make it through this game, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.